Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mario Pedro Gould. You are now tuned into the Alpha Success Television Network. It's going to be a magnificent day, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a magnificent day. Do you agree with me? Tell yourself it's going to be a magnificent day today. Why is it going to be a magnificent day today? It's going to be a magnificent day today, ladies and gentlemen, because you are going to take 100% responsibility for how your day is going to unfold. You're not going to react to external circumstances coming to you. You're going to respond to external circumstances coming to you, and then you're going to go out there and create a magnificent day. What an introduction, Mario Pedro Gould. If you were paying attention to my introduction, you would discover one very little gem of successful living, but profoundly powerful. The gem is take 100% responsibility for the outcome in your life. And if you missed that, go back to the introduction and catch the vibe, ladies and gentlemen. Catch the vibe, ladies and gentlemen. Catch the vibe, ladies and gentlemen. I need you on a higher level of frequency so we can really implant some seeds of positive thinking in your head in today's session. We're going to be talking about taking responsibility for where you are in your life right now. We're going to be talking about how anything that happens outside there has got nothing to do with you. We're going to talk about how if it's meant to be, it is up to you. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I am having lunch with one of my friends yesterday, and he starts down the train of negative thinking. And you gotta catch yourself when you start down the train of negative thinking. His negative thinking train was going like this. He attempted to tell me that things happen in the in life that that is not your fault. Things happen in your life and you are not to blame for it. So my finances are not going well, my health is not going well, my relationships are not going well, and to a certain extent I am not to blame for it. So there is somebody or something or the universe there to blame for all the terrible things that are happening to me in my life. Victimhood at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Victimhood at its finest. Victimhood at its finest. And when he started sharing with me why his life is not going the way it's going, he went another step further, and I really want you to catch this. He took another step further and said, Mario, I have my beliefs, and my belief is your life, you're not 100% you're not the cause of the problems that happen to your life. You're not the cause of the problems that happen to your life. The key word that he said was, I have a belief. I have a belief. I have a belief. And as you believe, ladies and gentlemen, so will you be. So, I encourage you not to be so attached to your beliefs, because there's a good chance that your belief may not be serving your higher purpose. And always remember that your beliefs come through your goggles, through your perception. And your perception, ladies and gentlemen, is not the only perception there is. There's different perceptions. Open yourself to receive different perceptions. So let's talk about this issue of responsibility. Let's talk about this issue of responsibility. Have you taken 100% responsibility for where you are in your life? It is not your husband, it is not your father, it is not your mother, it is not your sister, it is not your boss, it is not the system that is the cause of your misery, brokenness, poor health, quiet life of quiet desperation. Have you taken responsibility and said, yes, I am the cause of my problems? So my very interesting friend decided to tell me that, Mario, when you're growing up, you grow up in these families, you grow up in these circumstances. Pretty much he was telling me that, he had a very, very, very shitty childhood, and because of his shitty childhood, he has been handicapped in life. And he went further to tell me, Mario, if you take somebody from Kenya, you take somebody from Nairobi that has grown up in an environment that's not very conducive to success, and you plant this individual in New York, this individual has got no chance of being a billionaire. I was like, okay, that's what you believe, no chance of being a billionaire. So what I'd like to invite you right now to do is to maybe just play with the idea that it's possible that you are 100% responsible for the things that go wrong in your life. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not take 100% responsibility for the things that happen to your life, then pretty much you are in a lot of trouble. The trouble that you're in is there's nothing you can do about it. If your husband is to blame, if your childhood, your mother and father, are to blame, from things they did to you in your childhood, if your employer, is to blame, if the Canadian American society is to blame for the shitty situation that you're in your life, then there's not much you can do. But if you actually take the step and say, hey, you know what, I can see very clearly now how I've been causing the misery that is happening, in my life. I have not been taking 100% responsibility of my health. I have not been taking 100% responsibility of my success or my business. I have not been taking 100% responsibility of my personal development. If you take ownership for your mistakes in life, then it opens up a window, ladies and gentlemen. It opens up a window of opportunity for you to look at where exactly you are right now. And when you look at where you are right now, you will realize that the past is the past, and the best thing you can glean from the past is wisdom. But you literally cannot change your past. What you can actually change is the present moment, because the present moment will determine the future direction that you're going. And one thing that I had discovered for me, I came up in a very, very challenging childhood, and I realized the best thing that I can do right now is take responsibility for my own development. My own development physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I have a personal development plan in place. I'm always adding on to the knowledge, skills, and abilities in my oblongata, in my brain. I'm working on bringing myself, my magnetism out. I'm working on developing myself in every arena, but I'm doing that in the present. Right now, in the present, I am presently engaged with you, empowering, inspiring, motivating, and encouraging you, urging you to reach up to higher levels of vision, and in the present moment we can create change. So my encouragement to you is, yeah, you may have had a shitty childhood, yeah, you may have had a shitty marriage, yeah, you may have had shitty relationships, yes, you might have had terrible health in the past, genetic factors, but one thing that you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is you can sit down right now. Today is a new day. This minute is a new minute. Sit down with me right now and say, okay, Mario, I have been playing the victim game for a long time. I am ready, ladies and gentlemen. I am ready to take 100% ownership of my life and create the magnificent future. create the magnificent future that awaits me, reveal the inner splendor that lies within me. I believe in myself, Maria. I'm going to lift myself up one more time and I'm going to go towards what I hold dear in my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you talk to yourself. This is self-talk. This is how you talk to yourself. Inspire yourself, motivate yourself. And you too one day is going to wake up and you're going to go to the mirror and you're not going to recognize who you have become, ladies and gentlemen. So let's begin, let's end how we began. We began with the proclamation. And what was the proclamation? Is that today is a magnificent day. Today is a magnificent day. Today I'm going to go out into the world and create magnificent outcomes. Why am I going to go out and create magnificent outcomes? Because I take 100% responsibility for what happens in my space. Adios.